Hi, I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Chris Wagner, co-founder of NeuLion. Chris, lovely to be here with you.
Joe, nice to meet you. Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
Now, it's been a crazy busy year already, and we're only in April. What do you think's been driving the market so far?
Well, when you think about OTT streaming, we're an OTT technology and service company. We work with a lot of big rights holders, as you know, and consumers, television now is whatever screen's in front of your face. So that means you have to be able to get content to them wherever they are on any size screen. And that's driving a lot of the direct-to-consumer business that we see with rights holders. That pace of new OTT services just in the last 18 months has picked up significant speed. You've seen a lot of big announcements, both in the U.S. and other parts of the world. So it's we're definitely in the right place at the right time.
Well, the consumers' demands are certainly rocketing high. How are the service providers you work with keeping up with them?
So we have a great product with the NBA. It's called NBA International League Pass. And for fans, it allows them to watch live games, archive games, stats, highlights, big screens, like Apple TV, Roku, game consoles, smaller screens like mobile, where they can get a mobile-only view. So that's one of the customers that's really engaging the fans on this new definition of television, which basically is whatever screen you prefer to watch content on.
As you said, you've been an OTT guy for some time. How is the job for you changing? For example, things like analytics.
Analytics, data has become kind of the secret sauce, especially this year with the number of new companies that are OTT services going to market. We work with the UFC as an example, one of our big OTT customers. And data becomes a really key element to figure out, okay, what are people watching? What's their preference? Are they, they prefer to watch live events on mobile? Do they like the big screens like Apple TV? What type of fighters do they want to follow? So you can personalize the service. The data becomes a way of helping the fan really look at the things they want. So if you look at a library the size of mixed martial arts with UFC, based on your preferences, the data will actually change and surface the content that you're most interested in. You also use data as a way of marketing, finding new subscribers. You use data as a way of reducing any kind of churn. So it's become a key element. We have this concept of watch data. So what Google's created for car traffic, we've created something very similar for video traffic. So we can give the UFC and our customers a dashboard that can show exactly where your fans are, what are they watching right now, what's the quality of the delivery, what's the experience look like. And all that data is key to driving really high quality.
And is that device specific, as in certain fans watch certain sports and certain devices?
It's, again, we think of screens as whatever screen the consumer's really interested in using. I mean, you could be at home and prefer to watch it on mobile. You could be at home and turn on Apple TV and watch it on a big screen like this. So we want to be on all the screens and give the consumer the choice. And rights holders like UFC and NFL and NBA and some of our other customers, we had 63,000 live events last year. So for sports, that's a pretty big deal, and device penetration is key to really connecting with the consumer.
Now, wrapping up and just looking into the future, the next 12 months are going to bring things like direct-to-consumer from Disney. How are you going to be changing the product roadmap to reflect the oncoming changes?
We're spending a lot of time on personalization and recommendation. We have done a lot of work with National Geographic as an example, but some of the big sports brands I mentioned. And to really differentiate in the market around direct-to-consumer, consumers have so much choice to watch. There's so much great stuff out there. And now that you can watch it on any type of screen, as a rights holder or somebody that owns content, whether it's news, entertainment, or sports, you need to be able to personalize that service for the individual, for the viewer, and give them the ability to go in and pick and choose what's most important to them, and then have all that content kind of reschedule itself, resurface itself, so it's around the choices that are important to you. That's a big focus for us, and personalization is key to really driving more engagement. We're also doing a lot around interactive, building out ways to interact with screens, like the NBA example, being able to, with your fingers and your thumb, to be able to drive kind of these overlays and get a big experience. So there'll be two of the big things around direct consumer really to connect with the fan.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you over the coming year.
Thank you,
Chris,
Joe.
thank you very much.
Yep.
And thank you for watching.